Hey, I'm Matthew Giorgio. Personal financial literacy. Let's talk about how challenging it is to teach people personal finance. And I think most of us would agree that it's a concept that's been lacking most of the world. And there are efforts to help people in schools learn more about personal financial literacy, but most of those efforts don't work very well. And the reason is to actually change people's behavior towards money and so on. We have to let them experience consequence. We have to let them make the decisions and then experience those consequences. And traditional methods of videos and just simple activities just don't do that. So the approach we take is to use realistic simulations that allow you to actually live your life for 20 years in a simulated environment making decisions. And that's what you're looking at here is one of those simulations. But here's the challenge that we have as well and how we've solved that challenge. And it's this. How do you measure success when it comes to life and money? Because everybody measures success differently, and everybody, of course, has the right to measure success in their own method. So, some people may want to focus totally on making a lot of money and not worry too much about lifestyle or anything else, whereas others might want more of a balance or, whatever it is. There's no right or wrong answer, right? It's really just helping people better understand how to manage money so that they can achieve whatever lifestyle they want to achieve in their life. So here's how we do it in the simulation, because we don't want to set you on a particular path. So what you're looking at here is our GoVenture Life and Money simulation, where you enter the simulation and you live your life week by week, year by year, making financial decisions. So you can get different jobs, you can buy homes or live in different locations, you can go get further education if you choose. And that's a particular one of interest because not everybody wants to go to college, right? So if you're creating simulation life experiences that force someone to go to college, it's not necessarily resonating with their personalization of their life and their experience. So here is how we deal with this. We deal with it by using what we describe as life goals. And here they are here. Let's click on that. So this is a series of goals that I have to achieve while I'm playing the simulation, and I'm scored if I achieve these goals based on the designated time shown. So for example, you can see the first goal says donate $40 or more. So one of the options I have in the simulation is to donate money, and as long as I donate $40 or more, I will achieve a certain number of points for doing so. I can buy a bond, achieve points for that. I can save $200 or more in an emergency fund. So this is the secret of how we make a simulation like this super flexible and very personalized so that an instructor or facilitator can personalize it specifically for their group of students or individual learners based on their personal experience. Let's go into the administrator side, the facilitator side, to see these goals in a little bit more detail. Okay, here we are in the Instructor Dashboard, and this is where the instructor can define goals for their particular students. So you see we have a tab for selected goals and not selected goals. So here's examples of selected goals. We have play the simulation to year 3, week 24. So if you play the simulation for this amount of time, you will earn 50 points. If you play it for a full 5 years, you will earn 200 points. So this encourages students on a self-directed perspective to continue their learning. Here's an example of life and family. So there's a vacation option. So if you take a vacation by year 3, you'll earn 25 points. Let's look at income and net worth. You can hold a part-time job. So if you hold a part-time job for 100 weeks or longer, so that's about 2 years, you'll earn 100 points. If you save $250 in an emergency fund for 100 weeks or longer, you'll earn 30 points. And you can actually customize these as well. So for example, if I click on this, I can adjust the amount of money that I want in the emergency fund, how many weeks you have to hold it for, whether this is a required or optional goal, and how many points you'll achieve if you do it on time. And this is cool, we can deduct points if you're late. So if we say that you have to achieve this goal by year 3, let's say, but you achieve it, let's say, year 3 and 1 month in, as opposed to just giving you 0 points, we can just give you a reduced number of points. So it provides you a grace period for which you can actually achieve that goal, which again makes it more realistic as well, because not everything is defined by specific days or weeks in our lives, and the goals are designed to accommodate that as well. So there's all sorts of goals, from assets and investing goals, and then we have the non-selected. So what the facilitator can do is basically just click the plus button which moves these goals, the ones I'm clicking, moves them over to selected. And now they're part of the student's requirement. And then again, I can go in and customize the goals as I like. And I can also remove goals from the list if I don't want to select them. So this allows me to personalize the simulation experience based on not only my class of students, whether they're adults or younger learners or whatever their particular goals are, but also to individual learners as well. So if I have students or even one student who wants to do let's say a PhD, wants to become a doctor or a university professor, I can actually set those specific goals where they have to achieve those educational degree requirements and pay for them too. That's part of the life and money experience. Or if I have students who are going to go into trades, I can have them do a 1-year or 2-year trade diploma and an apprenticeship. Or if I have students who are not going to go to college at all, I can have them live that experience. And the simulation actually adjusts based on those decisions. So for example, there are some jobs, teachers, lawyers, doctors, engineers, where you have to have a certain level of formal education achieved in order to even be able to have those jobs. But of course, there's other jobs that don't require degrees and diplomas, and you can still have a very successful financial experience, including through investing and so on, through the simulation based on your specific goals. So that's how we use custom goal setting to make simulations very personalized, particularly in personal financial literacy, where the measurement of success is also a very personal thing. I'm Matthew Giorgio. BusinessXP is the fastest and most inspiring training ever invented for future business leaders and entrepreneurs. Discover game-based experiential learning at business-xp.com.